Good morning and welcome back to Withrow Urban Homestead. Today is February 16th and it's raining. So it's a good time to work in the garage organizing because soon spring's going to be here. This tool corner is not accessible. My husband Dale's already backed out the car, so we're going to clear out this area and reorganize. We're going to move some of these few big things and then it'll be easy. Let's go ahead and get these Christmas things out of the way. Much better. And that area of the garage we're going to save for another day. Now we can walk back here. This should go quickly because most of these things already have a home. We just have to put them back in place. Now, what are these for? These are to put around plants so squirrels and birds don't dig them up. Those are our old camping chairs and a beach umbrella for in the hot sun of the summer. If I want to work, like midday, I can set it up and work in the shade. This netting, it's for those shelves for when we harden off plants in the spring. Because the birds and squirrels will dig in and knock over those pots. This is actually a blueberry bush netting that I put over the shelf, and it has a zipper. You can never have too many buckets. This is some of Dale's artwork for the strawberry patch because the birds and the squirrels like to steal the strawberries. And typically, they just eat a little bit of it and leave the rest. I use these water jugs with my quail. I would fill up water in the basement and bring it upstairs in the winter. Now, I don't have quail anymore, but I might use these jugs with a self-watering wicking system. Thinking about setting up some grow lights and heat mats here in the garage for my seedlings, and fill this with water, put the wicking cord in there, and self-water the plants. We'll see. That luggage dolly, one of my best buys ever for the garden. It is tough. I have 2 of them, and I use them outside to move around heavy things, and they have lasted. You always need chairs for working in the garden and resting. And this gel chair pad, wow, I use it a lot. I use it for my arthritis. If I'm sitting on the ground, I put it down there. It's not designed for outside, but wow, it's really helped me a lot. I'm still saving cardboard because I haven't finished sheet mulching this area of the garden. I have about 1/4 of the garden left, and some of the front too. We're going to leave that wagon outside. Clear out some space in here. I use zip ties for a variety of reasons, and I had stolen this scoop for the salt with the recent snow. Much better. Now let's work on this other area. Soon the watering can with the tools in there, the clippers and the brush, those will go back to my son's memorial garden. Now let's get the tools organized. I made this years ago from some old pallets. I don't like it when things press up against the brooms because it warps the bristle heads. It's one of my pet peeves. one more shovel, the flathead, but right now it's raining and I don't want to bring the camera out there in the rain to get wet. We've been using it to scrape ice. This is weed fabric, and I don't like this one. I prefer the type that's more stretchy. I used this for my son's memorial garden, but it's just not what I wanted. So what do I do with things I don't use? I have a community shelf out in the alley, and I'll give it away free to my community. We'll put it out there later. Let's go store it in the corner. We also have a lot of old pots that I'll give away too. I tend to wait till around May. Need to organize this area too. That poor tree saw needs a good sanding and oiling. I didn't realize it had been left over here in the wet. So in this corner, these are shelves and things from the basement I don't need anymore. So I need to open up to remember what's in there. We'll save these poles for now, but we'll probably recycle them. And all these metal shelves, we don't need them anymore. We'll bring this for sure to the metal recycling place. And these strong construction trash bags, we'll save those. These sand bags are to secure our tunnels, and we're using most of them, but these are the few we have left. Shelves, I'm going to need those soon, so I might as well store them outside. And all of those pots and trays need to go back down into the basement. The rain hasn't stopped the birds. This is the old quail coop that I use for bad weather or if one of the quail was sick, because the quail did live outside. And the bags are full of old quail supplies. All of these are plant cages. They're really small, and it's mainly to protect them from me stepping on my plants. Many of these came with the house. There was a woman who lived here her whole life, and she was an avid gardener. I'm satisfied with that. It's all ready and organized for spring. Now it's time to sit, relax, and watch the birds. Thank you for visiting Withrow Urban Homestead. See you later. Bye-bye.